What is going on, my peoples, and my plant people? This is your boy Jumanji's Plants, and we are back at it again. I've been having me a really good day. I actually just got done talking to a client and knew I needed to do a video and stuff like that, so of course I'm here. I will say that sometimes whenever I'm doing sessions with a client and it goes like very intellectual and very deep and stuff like that, it feels like it works out for the both of us. And I know that sounds crazy, but you know, therapists, we're people too. I have my own therapist that I see twice a month too. And yeah, it's very interesting dynamic if you're not in therapy or you're looking to like, you know, work through things. You know, I always say, you know, pastor, counselor, a best friend that's really good at listening, like, you know, it'll serve you a good purpose. But you are here with me today, so you already know how I do. How are you doing? Okay. How does that make you feel? Okay, beautiful. So we have something to unpack, and yeah, let's go ahead and take this nice and slow. But we are here for the Syngoniums to Leca, and I'm going to show you how I transition them. All of them I've gotten from the Southeastern Plant show a couple months ago, and they're still in their same pots, and I haven't really seen too much progression from them. And they do get dry very fast. So I'm thinking in my mind, what will work best is maybe some Leca, and I'm just a big Leca person. So I want to go ahead and transition them, and then I can show you like my process and stuff like that. And I think that that'll be pretty fun. So let's go ahead and get our table and everything like that set up so that we can transition them. All right, let's get it. All right, so from the left to right, we have here the Syngonium tricolor. Definitely gorgeous leaf. That's a newer leaf right there. Trying not to have it shake, but look at that half leaf. So I can see why people are attracted to this plant. It's a very, very gorgeous plant. And then if I can get more leaves like that'll be amazing. Here I have what this is, strawberry ice, Syngonium strawberry ice or whatnot. I think the person said it reverted, but it still gives that kind of strawberry ice kind of feel to it if you kind of notice it or whatnot. You can see like in that leaf right there to get that darkish, reddish tint or whatnot. So we were hoping, of course, to bring that back. And then these two right here are the Syngonium Starlites or whatnot, but there's no reason to really keep it separated. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna pot these together as well. So what my transition is gonna do, right? So what I have already done was washed off some fresh Leca or whatnot. Maybe not fresh, but renewed Leca. So one thing I will say is if you can find the time before potting them in with the plant and the Leca together, if you can find some time to just kind of soak them, it'll be a lot easier. The reason that I say it's a lot easier is because the water won't just, the water just not gonna soak up like we want it to do, pretty much like lactate up. It'll take a little time, but because I soaked it a little bit, water is already in there. So of course it will bring the water up to the roots, which is why a lot of us like Leca or whatnot. We put a reserve of water in, and then that lactation of the water bringing it up to the roots so that the roots can breathe at the same time as be hydrated definitely helps a lot of us, which you know, if you don't have a lot of time, Leca is really great. You can find Leca kind of really anywhere. I've seen them in IKEA. You can buy them off of websites and things like that. And I believe, I won't say all Leca is the same Leca, but if you can find good, if you can find like medium to large Leca, that'd be really great. I know I have like some kind of smaller ones or whatnot, but I don't particularly like those because they go through the grates that are in there. But if you have like a closed container, then that works out pretty well. I'll be keeping them in these type of containers and just putting a bottom on it. I have these containers right here, which I believe I got from IKEA as well, just $1. But no water leaks through here, so it's really great that I can put it in here, have the plant in here with Leca, and it stay hydrated or whatnot. And I could just use this pretty much as a reserve. Yeah, I did get it from IKEA. I can see the name in there. It says MX or whatnot. And I like these little tin cans. But they work out very, very well if you have this type of look or whatnot. I mean, you can always paint it, gloss it up, you know, do whatever you want to it or whatnot. It's just silver. I believe they had some that were gold or black or something like that, but I haven't been to IKEA in such a long time that I don't even remember. But these are what we're going to use as our reserves, okay? So let me go ahead and grab, kind of move them down. We'll do left to right or whatnot. So let's go ahead and get that done. Okay, so we're gonna start off with the Syngonium tricolor. I have here my little white bin that I got from IKEA. It's called Tro Fast, T-R-O Fast or whatnot. And then I also just have a bucket just full of water or whatnot. So this will help pretty much me clean off the roots, at the same time get rid of the soil. And y'all know I particularly don't like soil. So I'm definitely happy at getting rid of this or whatnot. I know soil for me just brings a lot of flies and like soil flies and all that stuff like that in here. So you know, for me, it's really great to have either a chunky mix or Leca. That's just kind of my thing or whatnot. But I will say for this procedure, you definitely need some clean water or whatnot. You can, if I were to do this off camera, I would use like my sink and then of course disinfect my sink or whatnot. You can of course use your tub or just outside, just rinse off the roots and stuff like that. But of course, you want to rinse it off as best as possible. And then I have here my my planting shears, and then of course I always wipe it off with a Clorox, or you can use some fire and just pretty much heat it up to burn off anything or whatnot. I want to keep the roots as healthy as possible. So it's just like tools or instruments at your doctor. Like a lot of those instruments are not just thrown away; they are in recycle or whatnot, but they get disinfected and cleaned off and stuff like that. So I do the same thing with my plants, and I know I always talk about it in that sense or whatnot. So I'll turn this to the side so you can kind of see my little procedure. So as you see, I got this little gap, so this would be where the soil is. I'll wash it off or whatnot, and then we'll get it into some fresh Leca, which is down here. Okay, so yeah, let's see what this looks like. I would imagine that there's probably a little ball down here. Okay, like I said, we go use these same containers. So I'm sure I think I have some down here. Yeah, so I will of course just kind of clean this off, and yeah, I'm sure I'll just go ahead and clean this off or whatnot, and then we'll use the same containers because they fit very well in those IKEA pots. So this is of course that pot. I believe this is like a 4.5 inch or something like that, but it fits very well where you can't really see it. So that's gonna fit really, really well. So but yeah, Syngonium, you know, still getting into it, still learning or whatnot, but I think I'll like it better in Leca. I think it'll be easier maybe on the roots because it looked like there's some pretty healthy roots. I just don't know why it hasn't been growing. So because it has not been growing, I'm just trying something new, just trying something different. I don't, like I said, like this soil stuff. So, you know, I won't be keeping this stuff. It'll be going out with the trash today. So, yeah. But I would love, of course, to know how you guys got your plants. And I know some people have theirs in full semi-hydro, and then some people are soil people or whatnot. But for me and a lot of my plants, as you kind of see behind me, a lot of my plants are in like buckets and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm just kind of taking off any dead roots with my fingers, and it's really not too much pressure on pulling it off. You can tell like when you are trying to get the dirt from in between, they'll just fall off. So it'll work out best. And the reason that you really want to get the dead roots out of there, because ideally they will then just sit in your leca. You don't really want that, especially if you're not flushing your leca, which of course you want to do, so that you can get all that dirt and grime out of there and stuff like that. So I'm really not sure what this little piece is. So if you can see that, that probably was kind of started off, but it looked like it's pretty established there. So I'm not sure if I'll keep it. Let me wash it off to see what we're looking at. And then right here, I just got some nice like warm water and stuff like that. So I got a lot of the dirt off, so it made it a lot easier, and it's not, the water isn't as dirty, and the roots are really actually clean. That's a really clean, yeah, that looks really, really clean. That didn't take too much. Look at that. Look how clean that is. See how beautiful it is? Yeah, this is gonna be really nice. Okay. So what I'll do is I'll actually put this off to the side, because I'm gonna go ahead and put them all together, together or whatnot. So let's go ahead and take the next plant here. So we then now have the Syngonium strawberry ice, baby. Yeah, ice, baby. There we go. And that just looks like slush, straight slush. I probably won't use this container. Maybe I might, I'm not sure. We'll just go ahead and dump it in here. I did water some of these beforehand. I think maybe about 2 days ago. So they're still hydrated or whatnot. Yeah, that just looks like straight slush, straight soil and perlite. This is definitely gonna dirty the water up. I'm just kind of smacking the roots on the other roots to just kind of get some of that off of there, but this is definitely gonna dirty up the water. But here we go. Yeah, so in me trying to be great with these with this Syngonium stuff, I'm just trying to figure it out, because these are really beautiful plants. I think once you get it, I feel like they're pretty easy too. I'm not gonna lie. I know that, you know, I started off on some plants that I didn't feel like were easy, like anthuriums. If you really look at anthuriums are really not that bad. Some of them very temperamental, but some of them are, I mean, once you get like a Regal or Forgetii or what's my baby, like the Lux, those plants are actually really, really simple. It just takes a little minute to really understand it or whatnot. I know that these Syngoniums really are thirsty plants, and they will definitely drop a leaf. At least that's my experience. If you got a different experience, let me know down in the comment how you feel about it. Maybe you might be like, no, I've never had to water my Syngoniums. They are very easy temperamental plants and, you know, stuff like that. And I'm like, yeah, mine over here just must be fish then. It must be like part Syngonium, part fish. Cause I water mine like a couple times in a week. So I'm like, I can't keep doing that. You know what I'm saying? I can't keep doing that. So this is me, of course, just trying to make planting very simple. I'm a very simple plant person. Okay, we like that. Let me put my hand back there, cause that, you know. Okay, so we like that. Let's go ahead and put that over there. Ooh, got my arms. I've been doing I've been trying to do 1,000 push-ups today. I've been hitting about 500. So my arms are dead, baby. Okay. We like how that just kind of came out. That was actually really good. Put that that down there. And let's see, still wet like the other one. And because I got it from Plant People, I think it's cool because in my mind, I'm thinking like it's gonna be a plug. I think when you buy from plant stores, like big box stores, they come in like these the little death plugs. Sometimes death plugs are not that bad. Other times it's like, that's what kills your plant. So sometimes it's actually good to repot them and to mess up the roots and all that stuff like that. Because ideally, we don't want that. I'm taking out some of these weaker roots. I'm actually kind of pulling, because I see how skinny they are and stuff like that. So I feel like they might not serve any real purpose. So that's me making a judgmental call. But you do what you want with your plants. I'm gonna do what I do with mine, you know what I mean? I'm not just taking off all the roots because that wouldn't make sense. Here we go. We're giving it a nice little warm bath, you know what I'm saying? Give it a nice little, taking off dead leaves and roots and stuff like that. Like I said, this little Starlite, it seems to be very common. I can't remember when I first started ever seeing this Starlite. I guess I wasn't into Syngoniums like that. I think I had like the green Syngonium or something like that. I can't remember the exact name of it. Pendulifolium, I think that's what it is. If that's what it is, Pendulifolium. That sounds about right. That sounds like I know what I'm talking about. Oh, there we go. We got some other dead roots off of there. Kind of look like soil. Okay. Definitely, like I said, take off those dead roots, because they're just gonna sit in your Leca until you flush the plant out. And that would create like a little smell. I find that Leca actually doesn't bring up smells and stuff like that, not unless I sit it in water and the water doesn't evaporate fast enough. So really, whenever I put in Leca, I put in as much as I know it's gonna evaporate within like a week or two. Now, if I'm going on vacation, your boy might, you know what I'm saying, go ahead and get it drunk in love, you know what I mean? So, but that looks pretty good right there. The little thing right there. Okay, we still got some stuff coming off. That should be good. Oh, get that off there. There we go. Okay, so we like that. Look at that, brown roots. We don't like how that look right there. Okay, that's dead anyways. Okay, there we go. There we go. All right, and remember, these two right here are going to go together because they're literally the same plant. Boom, squeeze right out of there. We like that. We like that. This one seems like it's gonna have a lot of roots. I will say this, because it is wet, it's just like falling straight off. But the one that was kind of dry is fell off kind of too. This one just is, oh, see, we found that little plug that I was talking about. But, what was I saying? Yeah, we got a little plug. So I'm gonna try to wash it off so that y'all can kind of see it better. So this one must have came from like a big box store. I'm just assuming. I don't know, because I can't even remember where I bought it from or who I bought it from. But I know a lot of people talk about the death plug and stuff like that, and sometimes I don't even see the death plug, but that's it right there. Here we go. Let me show you. It's gonna drip a little bit, but if you see that, oh, why did I wear white? That little death plug right there. So what I do is, it's like a little cloth. You see that? That little cloth? So once you take this little cloth off right here, then, and I understand why they do it, to make it easier to repot the plant or whatnot, especially when you got like mass production stuff, you know what I mean? It only kind of makes sense. But as I got this in Leca, it will not make sense. So There we go. So now we can mess with these roots. And it got some good roots on it now. So I know that whenever you repot it, especially from like soil to Leca, there's gonna be some roots that die off because now your plant is creating water roots. And I haven't found a plant that cannot create water roots. So all plants to me really can be in Leca. All right, so I don't want to separate this because it looks like it's trying to separate, but I don't want to separate it. There we go. Go on and get that cleaned up. Okay. Yeah, it looks like it's trying to separate, but I ain't gonna let it separate. I'm gonna shake it in this water and let it clean itself off. There we go. Go ahead and take off the dead roots on there. Okay, sweet. Okay, so once again, we got the clean roots. What I'm gonna do is go ahead and kind of discard this stuff right here. And then I'll be right back. All right, so we are back with our same setup again, or kind of different, I suppose. We got our washed Leca, we got our pots that are clean, and we got 3 of our plants here. So I think I may big up the Starlite or whatnot, but we'll see what it looks like. So here, and it's very easy, very simple. If you find that, you know, the roots won't really fit, all you gotta do is really hit a nice little spin on there and they'll settle in pretty nicely. I'm gonna put it on top of here and go ahead and dump this on there. Okay, so in this, of course, you always want to give it a little knock on the pot just to try to get the Leca around the roots or whatnot. You definitely want it to be fully submerged in there. I do got the plant above the Leca though. I got the roots down at the bottom and then the plant above it. I haven't really used Leca to where I had the plant under because I want the plant ideally to breathe and then the roots to find the hydration. Okay, so I'm just kind of smushing this around, and I see there's some areas that need to get some of that in there. I do have this kind of mixed in a little bit. Some of it has some tree bark and stuff like that, but that's okay with me or whatnot. So this is how it's gonna look right here. Actually looks really great, and I can't wait to give you guys an update. And then we got our cover pot here, so that's our first one or whatnot. So we have now, what that is, that's the tricolor. Still got my little stakes right here, and I love these little plastic stakes right here because I have so many plants that sometimes I can't remember. So these are really good because they are very versatile. Put them in soil, put them in Leca, put them in straight water, and of course they're hard plastic, so they're not gonna dissolve or whatnot. So the next one that we got here is this fire and ice. There we go. So doing the same thing again. Put this in here. I don't actually have to spin this one because the roots are not as big or whatnot. So I just pretty much put it exactly where I want it as far as like the location. Like I said, I want the plant above the Leca or whatnot. So this looks like it's pretty good. And then I just go ahead and scoop it in, stack it in there. So let's get it. All right, sweet. So again, the plant is above the Leca, and honestly I feel like these things are really going to start to grow. I don't know why, but I just feel like the way that the Syngonium grows, I think in Leca or in water, I can imagine them like in like close to a river or something like that. They probably prosper so much because they have roots that are ideally in the water, or they have like land roots, and it probably just set it off like very, very well. I think, let me see. So I have some pots over here that I can use. This isn't as clean as I want it. Let me see. Okay, this one is clean. Okay, so because I mean this is a, you know, it's a bigger plant or whatnot. So, and now we have like it looks like it's like a cluster of them, but it looks like there's so many that's in there that it's probably just gonna start to grow and stuff like that. So yeah, and then this also helps with like humidity and stuff like that, because that water rises, it has that humidity. So I'm hoping that these leaves are better to unfold and stuff like that. So many benefits of Leca. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna put this in there, and then I'm gonna be done. So look at that, wow, already, I'm not gonna even lie to you, like already that just looks good or whatnot. And I can imagine the next time y'all see this, roots are gonna be trying to bust out of this thing right here. Will this container be okay? And the container is still good too, so we looking good now. We are looking real good. So now I have my tricolor here, I got my fire and ice, and now I have my Starlite in here. We are pretty much done. It look like it's like a nice little progression, like, you know, 3 leaves, look like maybe 8 leaves, 100 leaves and stuff like that. But I always recommend Leca. I haven't had many plants to fail in Leca. Y'all already know, like, most of my allocations are in Leca. They just do so well because they get so, they're such a thirsty plant that I think it is only smart to do something like that. So this should be really good. Of course, I'll keep you guys updated. Maybe I'll do maybe another month and a half or whatnot, and we'll see like what that looks like for the plant or whatnot. But I appreciate you guys coming through and spending some time with your boy. Hopefully you got a chance to get some things done yourself. I know I always talk to people down in the comments, and they be doing their own thing. They just be listening to me sometimes, or, you know, I'm just kind of background music and stuff, or background noise and stuff like that, which I'm cool with that too. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely cool with that. But definitely, if you stay down or you stay to the end, go ahead and follow. I appreciate your follow. Share it with some other people that like, you know, black plant daddies, you know what I'm saying? Therapeutic and whatnot, you know? And yeah, go on and share it to them. Show me a little love down there in the comment. I'm gonna talk back with you. One thing about me, one thing about Jamon, he gonna talk back now. I'm gonna talk back. I'm gonna talk you through it. Hey, let me stop. But I appreciate you guys coming through. Jumanji's plant. As always, y'all keep it solid, y'all keep it good. And yeah, I'll see y'all on the next one. Love, peace, and plants. Hey, shout out to my girl Jasmine Low too. Just, you know what I'm saying, go ahead and throw that up real quick. You know what I'm saying? I ain't no killer, but don't push me. You feel me though? You feel me though? I ain't no killer, but don't push me. Okay, I'm out.